Hey guys, this is a very special edition of Through the Glass Table. We cannot hold ourselves accountable for what we're gonna say and talk about because we are too excited.
Yeah, so if you wouldn't know this unless you've been living under a rock. Tonight, the Star Wars trailer, the final Star Wars trailer until the release of the movie, came out today during Monday Night Football. I saw it at work. I'm tired and I rushed here so that we could talk about it. You saw it in the car.
I saw it in the car.
Were you driving while you saw it?
I had it on my lap.
Do you know that in the state of California you can
I don't care.
So there are going to be not spoilers because no one knows what the movie's about, but we're going to talk about stuff that might dig into what the movie might be about. So if you're sensitive about that,
turn away.
Because
we're warning you now. We are speculating about what's gonna happen in the movie.
Yeah.
So go away. But stay.
What was your initial reaction?
Oh my God! I could not tell if my phone was not on my crotch, I would have been exploding.
Oh my God. That's so graphic. I was at work and my partner Susanna Flores and her husband Louis, they were eating in the back, and I saw it, I clicked the link and I gave them my phone, and then I couldn't even watch it myself. Like, I ran away and I let them watch it, and then I kept peeking in and I saw a little bit. I was like, no, I can't do it. So finally when they finished eating, I went in there by myself, closed the door, watched it, and I started like crying. So embarrassing. And then it was halftime, so I had to get myself together, and I'm like selling stuff.
Oh, so you actually watched it. See, I kind of waited until like Monday Night Football was done, all that bullshit, and I saw it on YouTube, and it was like no distraction, no nothing.
Well, no, I watched because I think they posted it simultaneously.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't really matter where we we just saw it, and I have to say, I'm a kid again.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the way that they're making these trailers. I'm very impressed by how classy they are. Like, they don't really, like, I couldn't tell. Like, we are speculating what the movie might be about because of rumors we've heard and stuff we're putting together in our own head. But I couldn't tell you what the fuck this movie's about, and that's how a trailer should be. Mm-hmm. You know, like, I want to see this. I know maybe it's not fair because it's Star Wars, so I'm always gonna want to see the movie. But these trailers, they make me hunger for more, if that makes sense.
It's true.
Yeah.
And nothing is revealed, that would take away. We talked about like this Hollywood trend where trailers reveal like a centerpiece of the movie's plot. And right now, nothing is given away.
Did you see the poster?
I did see the poster. It's a take back to like the older ones and stuff.
Did you see the people were saying it's the Death Star 3?
Oh yeah, that thing in the background.
There's a large orb in the background.
There's a lot of stuff going on in that poster. Like there's Han and Leia. There's Chewie. There's BB-8.
What are some of the? I guess we should break the trailer down.
Well, let's go. Yeah, let's get back to the trailer, please.
In the beginning, she's exploring something.
Yeah, she's kind of like exploring like an abandoned cavern. Or
I think it might be
like
a Star Destroyer, because in the first real trailer, they had that Star Destroyer that's sunken into
that's true.
Jakku, which is the new planet that the movie probably starts off in, the desert planet.
Oh yeah.
But then we got into a little conversation, but we stopped ourselves to save it for this.
Yeah.
It's is this where she finds
lightsaber?
Anakin's lightsaber? Because I think it's well known now that the MacGuffin of this movie is that everyone's trying to find Anakin Skywalker, and I guess technically Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, which he lost in Empire Strikes Back when his dad cut his arm off on Cloud City. But I think we were trying to understand where, like, how could it be in that Star Destroyer?
Well, maybe. Well, we don't even know if it's a Star Destroyer.
True.
I had speculated that perhaps it's like a region underneath Cloud City.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
That would be crazy. Like we've only ever seen Cloud City above the city above the clouds. So what's beneath Cloud City? I like how they did it in the trailer. Like they gave everyone that's like kind of important to the movie, essential characters. They gave them their own little section. So she started off, and then it was what's his name? Finn, and kind of. It was kind of a mystery, or it mystified what his role is.
But what they were saying
he said what did he say? He said
I was born to do only one thing.
Yeah, to do only one thing.
I have no purpose or something like that.
Something like that. I was like, what were you born to do?
Yeah.
It's like.
But it gave you enough information to to see where these characters will be coming from.
And then after him was
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren, and he was just like, you know, kind of lusting after Darth Vader's helmet. And he said, "I wanna finish what you started." And it's just like, well, what did he start? Like, what is like?
See, that's another weird thing we talked about. Is like, why is he so obsessed with Anakin?
Yeah, why is he so obsessed with
Darth
the
Vader?
dark side? And like, what is he being drawn to?
Yeah,
is the point. You know, how does he even know about the dark side? How is he even like force sensitive? Who taught him to recognize that?
And who told him? Because what they imply in the movie. I mean, in the trailer, is that so much time has passed by that people have forgotten how the war was won, and they don't really know anything about Luke or Han's part in the war or Leia's part in the war. So how would he even know the legend of Darth Vader and why is he so obsessed and who taught him all this stuff? That's a mystery. The one thing I don't understand though about the burnt in the trailer, he's in possession of Darth Vader's burnt helmet. Don't you think they would have like buried that or like took it with them after Return of the Jedi? Because they
did bury him. They burned his body and stuff.
In the suit, right?
In the suit.
So how could they have cremated him completely if the mask didn't burn all the way?
The third one reveals like that he's still pretty much like from the waist down. I mean, from part of it, he's the majority of him is a robot.
I guess that's true.
So the only pieces left of him, probably weren't that much. But I totally agree with you. If and plus, how did he get his helmet?
Yeah,
maybe they did bury him, and he just he dug him up.
I'm really starting to dig though that I know everybody was making fun of it when the first teaser trailer came out, but I'm really digging the cross guard.
Oh yeah, like medieval times.
Yeah, it's very like distinct.
Yeah,
and I like, and well, maybe it's because when we saw it, all we saw was him activating it, but now you see him in action with it in the new trailer, and it makes sense. Like the way he is like a medieval knight. He wields it like a medieval knight would.
Yeah, like
it's heavy. You know.
You don't know about like different classes of Sith, do you?
And yeah, well, I know the classes of Jedi.
I asked for Sith.
Well, wait, maybe I do because I've played the Old Republic.
So what is Darth Vader?
He is an apprentice.
No, he's a juggernaut.
There's Juggernaut.
There's Styles.
There's Juggernaut. There's
Marauders. Right? But the point I'm trying to make is that he is so fascinated with Darth Vader that he even wields the strength of him. Like, he's the Juggernaut by using two hands and all that bullshit. Yeah. Like, he is like a Juggernaut. And then there's that scene in that fucking trailer where he kind of, like, that guy is, like, screaming, like, ah, and he kind of has his hand over his face. He's trying to do the chokehold.
Oh, Poe Dameron.
He can't do the chokehold quite yet. So he's just like, I'm gonna fuck your brain up, though. Yeah. He's just like...
But that's interesting because that's like... Maybe he's self-taught and he doesn't really know what he's doing. He's force sensitive and he is. And for some reason he knows that he can wield it, but he's just no one's ever taught him. So
that's probably his drive to find the lightsaber too. Because I know there is a speculation that the reason why this lightsaber is so important is because yet again no one knows anything after the fall of the Empire, and so not even like no one knows anything about creating the lightsabers, and no one knows
except
anything.
For Luke.
Yeah,
but who knows where he is because he's in hiding somewhere too. How do you feel about BB-8, the little ball?
I like BB-8.
Yeah,
I like him.
A little cute.
He's a cute little, Chihuahua type of thing. It is. If R2-D2 is supposed to be a representative of someone loyal, you would think a dog, right? You would think.
And I guess they function in that way too.
And they function as counterparts to the characters. So BB-8, of course, is going to be smaller and it's going to be loyal too, but it's something new, and I think it also represents what's her name? I forgot it right now. The girl's character. What's her name? Ray? Is it Ray?
It's Ray.
Ray,
Finn, Poe.
So it represents Ray's kind of, newness to it.
One of the most interesting rumors that I've heard going past the trailer is that the new bad guys in this movie, they're called the First Order. And on first glance, they look like they're the Empire, but I've read things, and I think J.J. Abrams have confirmed some of this too, is that they're like neo-Nazis in a way, where all this time has passed and there's a lot of, there's still people who are a part of the Empire, and the space is so expansive that they just don't know that the Empire has ended.
Oh, so it hasn't reached the news yet.
Yeah, it's kind of like when slaves didn't know for like 2 or 3 years that slavery was over because it took so long for people to
spread the message.
Yeah, it's kind of the same way. And so these people are scared because that's all they known their whole life is the Empire. So they kind of like find spare costumes and vehicles and Star Destroyers, and they just kind of sort of make their own.
So those stormtroopers, some of them aren't clones.
Well, no stormtrooper clones anymore because after the Clone War, they destroyed the facility and they started running out of clones, so they started enlisting real people. I think that's interesting because it's like you can't stop hate no matter what, and like the people who start this up again, they're not like Siths and stuff like that. Well, as far as we know, but it seems like it's just people who decided they want this to happen, and so they've created an environment for people like Kylo Ren and whoever is controlling him to rise up again.
Yeah, so there was essentially a power vacuum, and just he was like the strongest of like normal or people who just believed in the philosophy of the Empire, and he just rose to power. Which is it's kind of it's just so scary because it's you can relate it to like times of our own personal history of stuff like that happening.
Have you seen the behind the scenes stuff?
I have not seen the behind the scenes because I told you I don't want
they
things
don't
to be
show
wrong.
anything.
They do show things.
Although they do show one
things.
thing. If you, I don't know.
See,
if you want me to.
I don't want you to talk at all. I don't want you to talk at all.
But then we gotta do it for the video.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
I'll be broad and not tell you.
No, you're not. You're terrible. You're terrible at doing things.
There's a character.
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care about
it. All right, I'm not gonna go into
People
it.
have seen behind the scenes, but I'm just not. I don't want to see it.
Who do you think Rey is? Because they're trying so hard.
I already know who Rey is. Rey is Han Solo and Leia's child.
I think that's a misstep in the way that they're advertising her, because they're making it obvious. By
it's not
distancing her for so much from them, like making sure there is no kind of scenes.
But she kind of already said it in an interview when they were interviewing her, and what's her name, Kelly, the girl, the woman who's in charge of everything to do with Star Wars right now.
Oh, Kathleen Kennedy.
I said Kelly. Yeah, Kathleen. She was sitting next to her, and when they interviewed, they was like, "Well, who's your character supposed to be?" and stuff like that. And she looked at her, and she was like, "What can I say?" And she was like, "You just can't say anything." And she was like, "You sure? Nothing?" And the girl was like, "Well, you can say one thing," and then or something like along those lines. And she was like, "Well, the only thing I can tell you is that, she was trying to say solitary," and she was like, "My character is very solitary."
Don't you think she would have been fired for that though?
No,
or not
because
fired,
the woman just kind of laughed. No, because she's not. Plus, she has an accent, so it kind of you're expecting. There's like she didn't really say,
Yes,
but
it's publicity.
Yeah, if she doesn't turn out to be, wow, great job for doing that. What if she turns out to be Luke's daughter, or like what if she turns out to be Chewie's daughter?
No, Chewie has kids.
Yeah, that's right. But they talk for like 20 minutes.
From the Star Wars holiday special. But there's also scenes from the trailer that kind of negate that she's their kid, because like when she's passing the lightsaber to Leia, like why would you bow down to your mom? And then like the way that
because mom is probably queen.
I guess, but a queen of what? Because our planet don't exist anymore.
Well,
it got blown up.
It got blown up. Not blown up.
It got blown up. And then the way she's talking to her dad, or the way she's talking to Han Solo.
If Han and Leia have been sheltering her for so long, she's gonna rebel.
I guess.
So she's probably in those, rebellious.
And then why is she on Jakku? Because here's another speculation.
Because she probably is force sensitive, and she probably doesn't understand what's going on with her. And her parents don't want to tell her. The trailer makes it very obvious that what happened in the last movies were
have become forgotten.
Yeah, they're kind of become myth.
I've also heard that Luke might not be in this. That minuscule. It was a minuscule amount of time, screen time.
Really?
For him, and that he'll become more integral into the plot for episode 8 and 9, and eventually like a main character in episode 9. So I don't know what that means, but yeah.
I think he's a villain.
In the first trailer, you see the downed Star Destroyer in the sand. So apparently, during the war, that Star Destroyer was destroyed, and it fell on that planet, Jakku. And all the people who were still alive on that Star Destroyer got out of the Star Destroyer and was waiting around for the Empire to come save them. Little did they know, there ain't nobody coming for them because it's over, because Return of the Jedi happened. So those people have just kind of been on there, and they lost faith in the Empire, and they just sort of made their own town and civilization on that planet, and they're led by Max von Sydow's character, who is yet to be in any of these trailers. So that's interesting to me. Like, what is he really? But he plays. I think his name will be the Vicar, or his name will be the Vicar.
So it's kind of like.
And he was the Moff of that Star Destroyer, which is like the general. It's like Moff Tarkin.
Okay.
And so he's sort of just been leading them, and he has a real resentment for the Empire.
Because they didn't come save him, and he was probably, felt entitled, and all that shit happened. He was like, "You could have saved me, man."
He's retarded?
Yeah. Well, he's working for the Empire, man.
I don't think that's a good idea, man.
I don't think that's a good idea, man. I don't think it's gonna work, JJ.
But he's gotten really close with Rey, and he kind of helped raise her, which is another thing that I don't understand. With the Solo connection with her is if she's been around that city and raised in that city for so long, what is her connection? I don't know. It's a mystery.
I'm really looking forward to hearing the music. Like the music in this trailer was like, wow. Like they just do such a good job, like incorporating the old stuff,
but making it new,
and making it like kind of more like expansive. I don't know. This is the only real word I can describe it. Like. There's certain notes that are prolonged and kind of wane out, and it's just like dun, 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 dun. It's just like
I know for the first trailer, John Williams specifically scored a score for that trailer. That's not even the movie music, so imagine what the movie music is.
Oh my god!
But, like in
how old is he now? He's like
John Williams probably in his late 70s. He's probably just as old as Steven Spielberg is.
Someone better tell him to start writing all the music now for
the next
because that motherfucker dies. They hire Hans Zimmer. I'm gonna be so pissed off. I'm just gonna go. Lucas swinging his sword or something.
I wonder, does he score it as the dailies come in? Dailies are
I know what dailies are.
Okay, well for people don't know. Dailies are the shots that were shot daily.
Oh my god!
So they send
the tradition has changed because dailies used to be from the day before. So they used to shoot everything and they used to process it and they would see it in the morning
because there was no video playback.
There was no video playback. So dailies were the stuff that you did before, and you would just watch it and say, well, we need to put more lighting, so we need to put more shots, so they fix the shot.
Which is a bummer because
now,
that took forever.
Yeah, but now with everything that's running through playback, they're able to see what they need to work on quickly, and so they just do it again.
Music in its own is just like editing and writing a story because of music, and that's interesting because the way you're saying that is all like that music is making you feel emotional. That's how it was in 4, 5, and 6, and there's hardly any music in those movies, but when they are there, they're there for a purpose. Like when Luke's looking at the 2 sons after he just found out his aunt died. Yeah. That's like one of the most famous scores in Hollywood. But then you go to like 1, 2, and 3, and it's just like incidental music. Like he really did John Williams even score that? It's just like
my god,
his music plays throughout the whole movie because nothing's happening in that movie, so he has to distract us.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how J.J. Abrams takes like kind of because Star Wars made the kind of those transitions really popular. So it's kind of like
those old 20s transitions.
Yeah, all those old. And I'm really excited to see like the balance come back because even in 1, 2, and 3 they were all over the place.
Yeah.
Every scene was like, and it was just like.
Because he was like, you know what? I think those people like the balances or the transitions from the old movies. Let's just put 30 million of them in it.
Yeah.
So.
He was being George Lucas right now. We make fun of him a lot, but he gave us these characters and stuff, and he's like really excited right now too.
He's Big Papa.
Yeah, he's Big Papa, and but I'm so excited that he actually hasn't interfered. Like he doesn't want to interfere. Like he's actually Catherine. He speaks to Catherine on a daily basis. Well, she says she speaks to him on a daily basis, and she always asks him, "Do you want to know anything?" And he's it's usually the first question she asks him, and he's just like, "Nope, nope." I want to be surprised.
Yeah, I read his representative sent a message today because of the trailer came out, and he said he hasn't watched anything. He wants to be surprised just like we are because he's never been surprised by a Star Wars movie, and he wants to be like us. And I thought that was pretty cool.
I wonder what Hayden Christensen is thinking. I wonder what Natalie Portman's thinking. Like Ian McGregor, even fucking Liam Neeson.
They all kind of, I think all those actors who were in that disaster trilogy kind of understand that they were in a bad situation. I don't think they'll feel any kind of way towards it.
I don't think they, no, you're so cynical. I think they're I know at least one of them is really proud of being part of the Star Hayden.
Oh.
They're really, there has to be some fundamental pride to be a part of that legacy. I know it didn't do at least the first one didn't do as well as it should have been, but we've talked about which one of the new three is my favorite, and you disagree, which is whatever. But I think at least there is a semblance of something there.
They're like those, when you have 3 kids and then it's that one that just gets in your fucking nerves, but you gotta love them because it's you can't kill them or anything. So,
wow, okay.
And not feed them because then you go to jail, even though you really want to.
Yeah, it's that goofy cousin, it's that. I was kind of referencing mentally challenged cousin. You love, but you're just dude,
you're not to take care of.
Yeah, you're just oh god, here it comes.
I know Ewan McGregor is very vocal about his dislike for the movies.
Really?
Yeah, and I think the way that he says it, he keeps a veil of well, I'm being respectful, but underneath it, what he's saying is fuck him and fuck this movie and fuck the shit I had to do. I think it kind of came off like he's trying to be cool. You know how George Clooney was trying to be cool after Batman and Robin?
Oh yeah.
I think it was kind of like that, but
that's a shame because he was probably the best thing in those things.
He tried harder than anyone else, to be honest, and he tried harder. He tried hard through all 3, even when it was at a point where he should have just stopped trying. Because Hayden Christensen stopped trying.
No, he never stopped crying.
He always was crying.
Stopped crying.
And even Natalie Portman.
He's George, we should sue Kevin Smith, George.
And you know what else didn't like it was Terrence Stamp. He's very vocal about not liking it. Cause I think he only appeared in the first one, and after that, I think his main complaint was that one of the main reasons why he joined the production of Phantom Menace is that he was promised that he would be able to work with Natalie Portman, who I guess he saw in other movies, and he says that it was because he wanted to act with her, but who knows what else his intentions were. And he said when he showed up on set on one of the scenes where he was supposed to interact with her, it was just green everywhere, and he was he told George Lucas, "Where's Natalie?" And he said, "Oh, she's right there." And he pointed to a little green ball because they were going to digitally imprint her into the movie. He said that's when he knew something was wrong. He said something was wrong, and I don't want to be in this anymore.
Like I said, I've been trying to limit myself on certain things so I can be pleasantly surprised. So I don't even know what Captain Phasma's character really is.
Played by Gwendoline Christie, who apparently is some sort of famous actress I've never heard of before. And then also there's another character, General Hux, who they're really hiding because they show him, but they don't really explain what he is or
what he is.
Yeah. And he's played by Domhnall
Gleeson.
The Ron Weasley's. Which brother did he play?
He played Charlie.
And he was also in the excellent Ex Machina.
Yeah.
But yeah, they don't have a presence in these trailers, and it makes me think why? Because they must have
vital roles, even maybe very central roles for the next movies.
True.
If they're already planning ahead. What's General Phasma's purpose?
I think she's the lapdog. She's the Boba Fett of this generation of Star Wars. But that's what I get from her. I don't know exactly what it is she does, but she's just a chrome. I know they call her a chrome trooper, and she has a different costume, so she must be higher up in rank. Speaking of Boba Fett, I also heard a rumor. This is probably a little crazy, but I heard a rumor that the vicar who we were talking about earlier, played by Max von Sydow, he's supposed to be a character that has ran through all 6 movies. And so I was thinking, well, maybe that could be Boba Fett. Because we never really know if Boba Fett died at the end of Return of the Jedi. Because it's possible that he got out of the pit.
Oh, yeah.
And so
he is resourceful.
Yeah, and then apparently this guy is like half android, half man. So, maybe he got repaired or something.
He got pieces of his body replaced.
Yeah.
I told you countless times that I wish that they would go back to like Sith Legends and do all that stuff. So hopefully.
Well, there is one big character we're not talking about, and that's because he has zero. Well, I guess he has sort of a presence in the teaser trailer. But Andy Serkis's character, who's supposed to be,
what Awakens?
Yeah, he's the big daddy of Siths, and he is. I think he.
I wonder who it is.
Yeah, I think you mentioned someone from the old.
Well, it depends because there's two really big central ones. There's like the one like Raven.
Oh yeah, Darth Revan.
Revan, but there's one like I think it's before him, Darth Bane.
Yeah,
the one that brings back the rule of two. So.
What is the rule of two? You can't just say stuff.
Why not?
Because some of these people don't know what that is.
Okay.
We're nerds
Fine.
About Star Wars.
During Darth Bane's era, which was very like thousands of years before the Phantom Menace,
Republic.
Before Phantom Menace and all that shit. Like the Sith was a legion of Sith. There was many people. There was many dark side, and they were all battling Jedi's. Darth Bane was kind of captured. And at that time he wasn't Darth Bane. He was captured and he was trained, and he kind of noticed that he loved to read more about the people before him.
Holocrons.
Holocrons and the history of the Sith. And he realized that by reading and by immersing himself in the old scriptures, he kind of learned to become more powerful and to kind of feel out the dark side and stuff like that. And so he kind of disbanded, when he became strong enough, he disbanded that Council of Sith. And he went back to the previous way of the Sith, was the rule of two, which was one person to hold all the knowledge and to exude all the knowledge, which was the master, and one to crave it, and which was the apprentice. So it's the master and the apprentice. I don't think we have much to talk about anymore.
I can barely keep my eyes.
He can barely keep his eyes, and I'm just kind of grinding things in already. Like maybe we'll have more to talk about, and maybe we'll post more up later. I'm probably gonna watch it behind the scenes right now, to tell you the truth, because Everett keeps mentioning that I need to watch it, and he's kind of convinced me with his stupid little smirk on his face. Shut the fuck up.
Okay. Thanks, guys. We really don't have much else coming for you. We have a little recap of the stuff that we missed throughout the year, because we started kind of late, and that's going to be up pretty soon. But after that, it's Star Wars all the way. So
we're pretty much going to be just focusing on Star Wars for December. We're going to be doing kind of reviews of like Phantom Menace.
Yeah. Fun stuff. Lots of little fun stuff.
And maybe even.
So if you guys have
something surprising.
Yeah. So if you guys have any suggestions or things that you want us to do Star Wars related, let us know. Join all our social medias, like we always say. Please comment and subscribe. And I think that's pretty much it. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, guys.
May the Force be with you.